Hey, it's Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS. Time for another Time Lord Victorious unboxing. Last time I kind of did it as a joke. I was trying to see how bad I could do it. Make one when actually while driving through a car wash. But that time I was unboxing the Dalek Emperor and the Dalek Drone. And the big thing that makes it part of Time Lord Victorious is not only are these characters from that, but you get the Time Lord Victorious booklet, and that, has tons of stuff in it. Well, I'm excited because I got the next two sets. So, first off, this is the one I'm most excited about, the Dalek Scientist. This is the one I'm most excited about, the Dalek Executioner and the Dalek Strategist. Top notch, here. No editing. So I'm looking forward to this. The Executioner, it says, there is no other Dalek more eager to kill than a Dalek Executioner. It even enjoys killing other Daleks. When a Dalek Commander fails in its mission, it is only a matter of time before the shadow of this Dalek descends upon it. And the Dalek Strategist, probably my favorite character of all Time Lord Victorious. At a glance, this Dalek looks like it's one of the Doctor met on his first trip to Skaro. That's where any similarities end. Battered and bloodied, this Dalek is a survivor. A Dalek more cunning and deadlier than any that has ever lived. And truly, I love that. I love his interactions with the other Daleks and his interactions with the Doctor. Showing, we know the Daleks are super smart. But they're always portrayed as just saying those single lines, kill, destroy, you will obey. So it was cool to see one that actually had that strategy that was cunning, because we don't typically get to see that side of the Daleks outside of maybe the Emperor occasionally saying a cunning line or two. So, but that's him right there. He's kind of a first generation design, and he's all scarred up, but he is the strategist. So he's cool. I am super glad to get that. And as I mentioned before, these are, kind of a resin, so they're not like lightweight plastic. They're not heavy metal, but they're a resin. They're a solid product. And then, the Executioner. You will be destroyed. You will be exterminated. He's, very bloodthirsty. You can see that he has, in addition to his gun, he doesn't have the typical suction cup, but yet more weapons on there. So that's kind of cool. And he's cool black, red, and silver. So that's kind of neat. And then, what I'm most excited about will be me going through the book to see what we get. Oh yeah, see, it shows different ones, all the different Dalek episodes. So that's good. I can't wait to dive into this. They so much. You're getting a figure, and you're getting it at a price that you would expect to pay for the figure, but then you're getting this booklet that is like just chock full of cool behind the scenes stuff plus story. So that's something that you usually don't like. It's an extra level that comes with these Time Lord Victorious sets. Then here's the second one. This is the Dalek Scientist and the Dalek Time Commander. The Dalek Scientist Well, it must be a misprint. I wonder if that'll be worth anything. But the back of my box is in Spanish or French or something. But so like everything's in English except for their BIOS. So it's funny. I wonder if that's a mass misprint or if I just have one oddity and maybe the box is worth something. I have to look into that. But I can kind of give a recap of who these characters are. I'll be discussing it more in future videos, but like the Scientist is not that far off from a regular drone in appearance, but I mean, like, this is a regular drone, and that's the Scientist. It's just small details. The little orbs are not blue, but they do have a blue kind of hue around the base of them. I don't know if the camera is. I don't think the camera's actually picking that up, but there is some blue around the base of them. But like on the regular standard one, they're solid blue. And the other thing you'll notice is like this in here, less dark on the standard one, but on the Scientist, it's a little more armored plated. But in the audiobooks, you know, we see the Scientist, you know, he's and in the Dalek show, he's often called upon to actually solve technical issues and do that. And he's not just a mechanical scientist, he's a genetic scientist, basically all science. And the Eighth Doctor makes a fool out of him and puts him in 0G and starts dancing around with him and really angering him. So he's fun, but he actually is quite a lot like a regular Dalek, but he is definitely, I would say, an ally to the Strategist. They're similar-minded. They're much more logic-based. All Daleks are hate-based, but the Strategist and the Scientist seem to be a little bit more logic-based, so sometimes they take a little more things. The Emperor, too. The Emperor is very logic-based. But then we have the Dalek, the Commander. I wanted to make sure I said that right. The Dalek Commander. And he's got a different type of probe there. And he's red, kind of giving him that command. And he commands the time ship, the Dalek time ship. And so this guy... This is that guy in like middle management that seems to have failed his way upward. He's not very bright, but he makes his advancement by blaming those underneath him. And he'll be the one that I think some people, there's going to be some fans that are not going to like this guy or the way this guy's portrayed, but he's what you kind of think of regular Daleks, the mistakes the Daleks have made against the Doctor over the years. This guy makes all those mistakes. All of them. And he's in command. So that really goes to show you how, as a car goes by, top-notch quality videos here. But he you know, he's one of those, he makes mistakes and he is way overconfident. You know, Daleks will win, Daleks will prevail. Makes that mistakes. But he's unlike the Emperor, who surrounds himself with, you know, the Strategist, the Executioner, the Scientist, and really takes their advice and, you know, counterbalances it and figures out who he should follow for each situation. The Commander really just does what he thinks is right and kind of ignores these compartmentalized you know, specialists. And because of that, when it fails, then he just blames them, but he doesn't follow their direction. So, like I said, he's like that boss you have in middle management. You know, their bosses above them are like super successful people, and they've only gotten where they are by blaming everybody underneath them, and they're really not that good at their job. And so we got pictures of them, and let's see, Dalek Time Commander. So they show like the different people who have kind of had Dalek Commander over the year, and more history of that. Ooh, that's cool! Like a breakdown of the inside of a Dalek saucer. Like, this is the kind of thing that usually you'd have to buy a book just for those kind of things. Like I can recall, having like the Star Wars book that breaks down all the spaceships. And then it'll have the short story, Mission to the Unknown. So I'm definitely looking forward, now that I got all three. I kind of held off. I wanted to binge them all together, but I will be reading these three together. The other thing I got, not as big of a thing that I was excited for, but I got the Doctor Who annual, and this goes into a lot about the Timeless Child, and like what you like. If you like the 13th Doctor, that's fine. But I was not a fan of the Timeless Child, so you might be wondering, why in the world then did you buy this book? And you know what? They got me. They got me because I've been loving everything else Time Lord Victorious, so I just had to get this, because basically like the last fifth of this book is Time Lord Victorious. So the rest of the half is all about the Timeless Child and the last season of Doctor Who, but then it goes into the dark times of Time Lord Victorious. And as told by River Song, who I absolutely love and adore. And then that's the big baddie of the Time Lord Victorious, is the Keturah. And, we'll delve into that in another video, but the Keturah are really interesting. And then you see the other bad guys that are different Daleks that we just got the things of. And there's one more of these sets by Eagle Moss coming out that is going to be the 8th Doctor and Brian the Ood, the Assassin Ood. Yeah, but that doesn't come out till like March, which is kind of strange to me, because that was the second audio drama that came out. So I was surprised that they chose that one to be the last one in the series. And I'm wondering if production got delayed on that by COVID, that it's coming out all the way in March, when these other ones came out within a couple of weeks of each other. But yeah, this is Hero Collector. Did these, which I said Eagle Moss, but it's Hero Collector. Sorry. But they're really great company. I really like these. Like I said, I like the quality, and I am so happy to have the Strategist. So stay tuned. I'm going to discuss more and more of the Time Lord Victorious. Everyone, have a good day. This is Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS, signing out.